Hello and welcome back to our channel where we speak all about futures and actually the success for analysis of technical analysis, the psychology behind it, and to make sure that we actually do those trades and have successful trades. We need to make sure that we have a broker. So you can do your own due diligence on which broker you want to choose. And for the beginning, if you have essential, at least the essential with TradingView, you will be able to do paper trading. So to practice on that, which we will get to it another, which we will get to it in another video about TradingView and the actual sign up and the different type of packages and what will be the best for you. For a beginner or advanced, okay. And basically what I want to do on this video, it's go over the sign up process with interactive brokers. Okay, that's a brokerage I use for my trading, and so far everything works fairly well to say. I will tell you in another video that will be a bit more advanced, not about the sign up, other things about how you really can make sure that the positive and the negative things of interactive brokers. So firstly, what you can see, if you type on Google, basically what information you need for opening an account with interactive brokers, okay, you will be able to see the different type of things that you will need. But I actually was working on doing that myself, and one thing that I will tell you, if you don't have some of the information on hand, it will take a bit longer to actually get the approval, or take longer to go to the next page. So on the first page, what you will have is basically you will need to provide normal information. So what you will need is basically things like your passport, your driving license, or some type of ID. Okay, you will need obviously all your information of first name, last name, and you will need also proof of that. Okay, sometimes you will need one, sometimes you will need two. Okay, depends. They will let you know what exactly they need from you. Okay, and then you will need to provide them tax information, employment information, date of birth, and other information like that. And the way that you are going to basically will be the way that you will be trading. Okay, so you will need that, and some of the other basic information that you need with a financial institution to open an account. Also, you will need to provide them some type of a bill, okay, to make sure that they can see that the residence that you are providing them as an address or mailing address will be proved by one of the either utility bills, okay, can be also by home insurance, bank or mortgage statement, okay, credit card, or any other one that you use that has your name on it. Driving license, sometimes people have different addresses on driving license, the on sometimes on mobile or other utility bills. Some people have POs, like so it's like a PO box on maybe like UPS store, or like some type of store for an PO box, right? So for mailing address, so you will not be able to provide that. It's need to be an actual address of your residence. Okay. So once you have all of that and you are ready to open the account, this is basically what you will see. You will go to interactive brokers. You might have the link. I believe we have the link in the description below. But if not, just write interactivebrokers.com, and then you will be able to start your application. Okay, so first thing, you will need to put your email address. Okay, and then you will need to choose a username. That username will be one that you will be using every time you will open the app. Okay, if it will be on the browser, if it will be on your desktop, or if it will be on your phone. You will use that username. Okay, the email will be to confirm your email address. It will be to receive the newsletters. If sign up for it, you will get the earnings events and stuff like that. And you will need to decide a password that you will know. And if you need to make sure that you have the confirmation password the same, you can see it on the side here. Okay, so then ask you about the country of where you resident. Okay, resident of Canada, Switzerland, US, or wherever it is that you are. Okay, and then you want to save and continue. You go to the next page. Okay, that next page basically will bring you to will show you that you will get an email to confirm. Okay, and a couple of minutes later you will be receiving an email. Okay, make sure that you do check your junk mail or other type of folders for confirmation, because sometimes it goes to different folders. Then you come to your login page. Okay, when you come to your login page, you just want to put your username. Okay, this is your username right here, and here is the password that you chose, and then you will log in. You also will have a paper trading account, which will be basically another button here on the button. You just will need to check that, and then you will be able to see the screen in red saying stimulation, so you can try that. Okay, and then the type of client are you going to be individual trader, like a retail trader, actual trading for your own, or you are with a company or joint with some type of a firm. Okay, and then you will have some other questions that you just will need to answer. Okay, and this here as an example, it's in French, so you will need to have those in English, obviously, if you're an English speaker. Okay, after that you will need to provide some personal information. Okay, like if you are Miss or Mr., what's your first name, last name. If you have a middle name, you can put that as well. Your sex, if it's a sorry, here it's if you are a male or a female gender. And then you will need to put date of birth. Okay, so you put your date of birth to make sure that it confirms with your ID. Okay, and then marriage status, if you're single, divorce, kids, no kids, you need to put that information as well. After you put that, you want to make sure that you basically put your address information. Okay, so will be basically your full address, your country, your city, if it's a state or province, and then if there is a zip code or postal code, you want to put that. Okay, and answer a couple of questions. If it's different than mailing address, if it's different, citizenship, and other ones that you will need to just confirm with interactive brokers to get approved. And then you also will need to verify your phone number, that you will be receiving messages as well, and when you call them, they will actually be able to verify based on that. Okay, which is very cool. Interactive brokers has something fairly cool that on their phone app, you will get notification, and then you don't really need to tell them all the other information, because through the application they will be able to verify it. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. So then after you verify those things, okay, you include those things in your verification system, then you will need basically to provide with your tax ID number, with your identity number, your passport number, okay, and other verification things that you will need. Sometimes you might need here also your driving license instead of a passport. You might need here, like some type of other proof of citizen, of residency or identity of yourself. Okay. And then basically, if you are a tax identification number, okay, you provide that, your expiration date of the ID, and everything else. Okay. Actually, here, one moment, it's asking here, does your ID have an expiration date? You will need to answer yes. And also, yes or no. It depends if it is or it isn't. Also, what you will need to actually do, you after will need to provide that to interactive brokers. You will need to use your phone. They will give you a barcode, and you will need to take a picture of it. They will need to verify with your Face ID, and you will need to take a picture of yourself as well, going from one side to another. Okay. Um, Now here you will need to provide employment information. You will need to provide, the work address. You will need to provide what you do for working, and also I believe you will need to provide how much you are earning as well. But I think it will be on our next page. Right. So here you will need to provide how you got the amount of money that you are going to invest, your wealth that you got. We need to get that as well. Okay. So you just well, not we. You will need to provide that to interactive brokers actually. So that's another thing that you will need. Okay. After that, you basically want to see which account you want. I'm not here to advise you on anything. You do which one you feel most secure. However, mainly most people choose margin. Okay, because then what happened? The brokers will provide you with an amount of money. um multiply to the amount of money that you will deposit. So if, let's say an example, you put $10,000, they will allow you to buy sometimes up to $40,000 stocks, futures, options, whatever it is that you will choose. Okay, so it's something to look out for, to see if you want cash or not cash. And security questions that you will remember will be great for your own sake if you take a picture of that, like this one screenshot, or write it on a note. Okay, don't share it with anybody, because in a case that you mentioned that you lost some information, they will ask you security questions. And then you will have some regulatory information, confirm mobile number. You will need to do that. You will need to answer a few questions, okay, that you want to say no or yes, depends on your situation again. Okay. Yes, here basically you will need to provide your income, annual income, then your net worth, and liquid cash available. Will be great to answer that as accurate as possible. So this way, they will be able to give you more freedom in your trading platform. Okay, it's very important. Based on my experience, it's was fairly important to have that very accurate. Okay, and then how how are you, what's the purpose of your trading? You want to grow your money? You want to put it and just invest it, or what exactly is your main goal with that? Nation, okay. Now, what you will want to do here as well, you will want to see which one actually you want to trade. Okay, so very common will be stocks, will be options, will be futures. Okay, so you choose which one you want. Okay, and then you select them. Now, to some, you might need to fill up additional information, or you are able to get it only after you actually open an account. Like futures, okay, you, I believe, will not be able to open until you don't have an account created. You can call them as well, and you can tell them, hey, I have an account. Or before you have an account, you can ask them why it's not open. they will share with you that the account need to be open first, and then you will get the approval to have features as well. Okay, so it's very important to understand it, so you don't think you're restricted or why it's not opening, and until you are not able to open, you're not moving forward. You want to know that you are able to do it afterwards. Okay. After that, what happened? You basically want to decide if, let's say, an example, you go on stocks, if you go on any other one, you will decide which one you are going to trade. Is it all over the world? Is it only Canada, US, and North America, in other words, or all over the world? So you have to choose that, and you want to put the years of experience that you have in trading. Okay, so you can put between 5 years of experience or more, not to be as restricted. Why I said it? Because you will be learning from myself and other people that already have a lot of experience, so you're able to shorten the gap of unawareness much faster. Of course, as you're building that screen time, you will be able to also become a lot better. But from the experience standpoint, if you put very low, then will be very hard for you to actually scale and use certain instrument within the platform. Okay, so trading permissions. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have those certain permissions to grow faster. Okay, the same thing happens if you go to bonds, if you go to warrants, if you go to all the other ones, okay, that you're going to choose. Okay, you're gonna finish with that, and then you want to basically finish with your certification of tax residency. Okay, you want to provide that. Okay, and provide your identification number. After that, declaration of tax residency, so you need to provide that. Other declarations, so you just basically will need to answer all those declaration questions, yes or no. As you can see here, you will need to provide that. Okay, and then you will have basically like terms and conditions and other type of forms, IRS different forms and signatures. Okay, the way that you sign here, it's an e-signature. You just put your name, okay, click yes that you understood everything, and you submit. Okay, then also you will have the other ones. Okay, the other type of like disclosures and risk disclosure and other type of all the type of disclosures that you will need to agree to in order to open your account. Okay, once you agree to that, you also will need to put your signature again. Okay, save and continue, and basically then you will be receiving another email, and also to verify your verify your mobile. You will have your also no, here you basically just need to check mark, and you will be able to move forward. If you want to check mark, of course. So what this is, if I'm not stock yield, so if I'm not mistaken, this one, when I was doing that, they offered me that as well. So I enrolled in it, and basically they gave me one stock, one share in Interactive Brokers. So you basically getting some dividends in that. Not dividends, but yeah, yield, stock, whatever. Okay, and then basically you see here, so application has up to 5 steps. You have all the verification that you put. Okay, review, and then you submit that, and it will go for a review. Okay, sometimes can take 1 day, sometimes can take couple of hours, and you will be receiving forwarding steps if required. Okay, if not required, you will have basically right away an approval, and you will be able then to go in and start using your your platform. Okay, so this is basically more or less quick explanation on that. You will need to upload digital copies, okay, as I was mentioning. Okay, you can do it from your phone, okay, or you can do it on your computer. If you already have a picture of it, you can do that that way as well. Okay, you can drag and drop here. You will need one of those: passport, national ID, driving license, or whatever the case might be. You will need to put that information. Okay, also for the proof of address, you will need to provide, one of those: bank statements, utility bills, driving license, notarize the document, which basically you will need to get that from somebody to that notarize you, a credit card statement or other document that they might approve. Okay, and that's it on how to open your account. And basically, as at the end of it, end result, you will be able to receive um, receive for yourself. Okay, um, you will be able to receive the verification that you can now start actually, you know, moving forward and getting additional trading experience. So will be more important that we actually go over your success with the application itself, so you by mistake don't have, fault what you call this executions that will harm you and cost you. Okay, so we'll make another video on that, so you don't lose, okay, because of execution mistakes. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any questions, if you would like any more explanation on any of the points, and we're looking forward to see you on the next one about how to actually use TradingView. So then when you are looking at the charts and the analysis that we do, you know exactly how to use that as well. And also we'll talk about how to create an account, of course, as well. Thank you for watching. My name is Avi Aronov, and I will see you in the next one.